Hi, and welcome to Stupid Politics. I always do that, guys. Me and the cameraman are going to have to work on our signals. Hi, my name is Melissa Langer, and I'm the host of Stupid Politics. I'm going to let my panel introduce themselves, and then we have lots to discuss. Last time we talked about economics. I want to recap a little because Jim wasn't here. And then we'll get started because we have lots to discuss with what they're doing in the last few days. They're definitely have some fun. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Christine Trock. I'm from Fort Wayne, and I am totally amazed, in awe, at all the stupid things that you can find in politics and current events. And yeah, we need to talk about a lot of stuff.
I'm Rachel, and I'm actually from Ohio. I voted for Ron Paul 5 months ago.
We got a month left.
Yeah, we got a month left, so.
I'm Tina Strack, and I found Ron Paul about 6 months ago and started learning a lot about politics and our government and the corruption in our government. It just snowballed, and it's there, and it's just amazing. So I'm glad we're talking about it.
And I'm Jim Martindale. Good to be with you. Great to be back after a couple of sessions away, and looking forward to this session and the ones to follow, because we think that there are a lot of hot buttons that are being pushed in a lot of voters' minds as these campaigns wax on, and a lot of really crazy stuff. You are absolutely right, Christine. Really stupid stuff going on. We're going to try to add a little sanity to what you've been hearing, a little, if you will, common sense.
And I do want to plug that on April 22nd, we will be having a live hour-long show. It's a call-in, and we want everybody to call in. It's 2 weeks before Indiana's primary on May 6th. Once again, that's April 22nd from 7 to 8. Public access, of course. We will have an hour-long show, and we will have a number that you can call in and talk to us, tell us your issues, tell us why you like Ron Paul, don't like him, who you like. Let's talk about it. We got 2 weeks after that date, so April 22nd. Okay, now I'd like to talk about, first of all, what the Feds did what the government did this weekend. Anybody want to say a little bit? All I can say is what they said they're going to give the Feds more powers.
The Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve, and this is the agency we talked about and we hit on, and I don't know as much, and that's what we're seeing last show. But
I'll say a comment, and then I'm sure that you can fill in a lot, but it's just, I get irate because if any organization or institution has shown incompetency in what they've done, it's been the Federal Reserve. We have gone downhill, spiraled downhill economically ever since they've been given control. And now we are bankrupt as a nation, and Bush wants to give them more control.
Yeah, and they created the problem, and now they're selling that if we give them more control. And to clarify a few things, this is a private bank that is not, they get to do what they will. You'll have to clarify. Simple terms. They get our money, and they do not have to answer to us. They don't have to do anything.
No audits.
No audits. So this is taxpayer dollars. So Jim, I want you to go very basic first, because that's what I was trying to do in the last show.
Okay.
What is the Federal Reserve? Well, I mean, who are they? What do they do?
Okay, well, probably first thing we could mention is the fact that it's a central bank. In other words, it is one central coordinating unit for the management of all commerce that relates to a medium of exchange. We have
Okay, so I'm going to be the stupid person. You're talking about my little credit union, they're in charge of it.
Yeah, we need to discriminate, because every one of us gets hung by the tongue thinking that when we talk about our paper money, that it's really money. Money is actually defined by the Constitution.
Gold and silver is legal tender.
That is, yeah, it's lawful money, which is more than legal tender. With lawful money, you can actually achieve clear title to lands and properties. Without it, you never can. It stems from the Magna Carta, okay, and the fact that there was lawful money of the realm in Britain. And the colonies existed under those rules for 150 years. This idea of a central bank was first of all introduced by Alexander Hamilton And Hamilton felt that we needed a central control of all the money supply in the country. In order to do that, he felt a central bank was the best bet to do that. Jefferson, of course, disputed him on that. At 3 different points in our history, we actually have had a central bank.
And we've gotten rid of it, and we haven't been even taught that in our schools.
Right. The first 2 efforts at that failed miserably, and we returned to the lawful money as defined by the Constitution. So when we talk about money, I need to make sure that we all understand we're really not talking about money.
And what we have is actually called Federal Reserve notes.
That is right.
And that's because the Federal Reserve prints this, and we just determine, we call it money for slang, because it's supposed to represent money.
Yeah.
Isn't it actually credit?
It actually is
Well,
a
that's
promise.
what we've become.
A note, by definition, is a promise to pay.
I'm supposed to be able to take my dollar and go in and get a silver piece or a gold piece or something.
Used to be you could.
Used to be you could.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
But that's what I'm supposed to be able to do. And it's just supposed to keep the gold out of circulation because maybe it's heavy or something, so we just made it nice, lightweight. Take my Federal Reserve notes in, and you'll exchange.
And that whole concept of something in place of allodial or money of substance came about because of piracy on the high seas. When you had Spain and England and buccaneers roaming around the world with these ships, you know, stealing the gold off of the Spanish Armada or off of the British fleet, they said, well, then we'll just carry paper. And we'll leave the gold in India, or we'll leave the gold in London, and we'll just exchange paper.